guys, digital anchor Brandi Smith here. Last week we tried something new and it did not go well, but I think this week is going to go a whole lot better. So last week we took you to our first hidden gem in the Houston area, Lucky Land Amusement Park. It's a Chinese amusement park up off Airline. Really cool, and it really seemed to resonate with a lot of you. You guys were tagging each other in the comments saying we got to check it out. I hope a lot of you did over the past weekend. But this is something we're going to be doing every week. And what's amazing about this city is I don't think you'll ever run out of hidden gems here. We get so tucked away in our own little neighborhood that it can sometimes be a challenge to like get out and explore and the logistics of it and where are we going and all of that. I get it. But the goal of the series is to help you get to know our amazing Houston area a little bit better. So, last week was Lucky Land. This week, it just felt timely. I'm taking you to Houston's Lovelock Bridge. How cool is this? So, the Lovelock Bridge is the pedestrian bridge that's right over Allen Parkway, is there below, right west of downtown. So the first bridge west of downtown as you encounter Eleanor Tinsley Park. So if you're looking at this video, Eleanor Tinsley Park is on the left, and on the right is the south side of Allen Parkway. These are just drone shots. I'm actually not gonna pull up any of the video I shot of the bridge itself because I want you to tune in at 6 o'clock. The reason I'm jumping on, the reason we're having this conversation is because I really want you to see this story. I talked to a couple people who have locks hanging on this bridge. How neat is that, right? You know, I think the most famous Lovelock Bridge is probably the one in Paris. It's called the Pont des Arts. But it got so heavy that the city actually decided to have the railings removed. They're in a museum now. But there isn't that Lovelock Bridge in Paris anymore. They've popped up all over the world. I know there's one in San Antonio. I've heard about one in Austin. Houston actually has a couple others that aren't as populated with locks as this one is. So it's such a super cool place to check out. It has one of, if not the best views of downtown that you can muster. I would say golden hour. Climb up on that bridge and just the way the setting sun shines off of those buildings downtown. It's like photographer's dream. It's all over social media. If you look up the hashtag Houston Lovelock Bridge on, say, Instagram, you will see a lot of photos of folks capitalizing on that view. But I also wanted to do this live, and the goal of last week's was the same, but just a number of technical failures didn't allow it to happen. I want to know if there's a hidden gem in your neighborhood that you think we should add to the list. Right now, I'm going to be honest with you, I have about 50 that I'm going to try to make my way through over, well, the next 50 weeks. But there's always opportunity to push one back or kind of readjust and prioritize. So where are your favorite hidden gems in Houston? I'm gonna pop over onto the... Oh no, Bubba! I did see someone comment. We've done some teasers on our Instagram page, the KHOU Instagram page, kind of trying to hype up the segment coming up at 6, and one guy says, I noticed a guy cutting several of them down. That's probably not good. Oh, Danielle says, I'm in love with myself. I'll put up a lock for self-love. There you go. Yeah, hi Danny. If you've been to the bridge and you have photos from that, I mean, because if you're going up there and you're gonna hang a lock, or even if you're just going up, you're gonna get pictures. You can't go up there and tell me you didn't take a single picture. So if you visited the Houston Lovelock Bridge, this one or the other ones, because I think there's one over, oh my gosh, There were two other ones that I'd heard about. I can't think of them offhand right now. But share your photos. Share your photos. Let us know what the story behind your lock is if you put one up there. Again, you're going to hear from two couples at 6 o'clock who have locks up there. And unlike Bubba, they are still together. So no one's looking to cut down any locks. In fact, the one couple said they hope to go up there, back up there when they have kids and find their lock and add a little lock to it. No comments, no questions, no nothing. Let's take a look at more of this drone video, okay? Because I'm mildly obsessed with it. I just think it is too neat. Look at that. That doesn't really give you great perspective of the locks, like you can't really see them, but it does show in relation to the park there on the left. And yeah, and then you can see the bridge. I'm gonna guess in this shot, he zooms back. Yep, there we go. I'm gonna take down the live bug because this isn't live. Our conversation is live, but this video isn't live. Let's look at this one. Mark asks, where is the bridge at? It's at Eleanor Tinsley Park. This is on the easternmost side of the park, just west of downtown. So it's that first pedestrian bridge that goes over Allen Parkway. It's just real cool. I'm pulling up that downtown shot again because I'm obsessed. So there is a hole, and you can't really see it. It's kind of near where the people are in the bridge, if you can see it. There's a hole in the bridge that creates this insanely beautiful frame around downtown. And again, go at the golden hour. Goodness gracious. People keep asking for the location. It is just off of Eleanor Tinsley Park. And I'm going to have a whole lot more about this coming up on KHOU 11 News at 6. After that, you'll also be able to go onto KHOU.com and explore. I want to direct you also over here to our, someone's hopping on. Hi, Corey. There's remote access happening over here, so I don't know what's up. You can hop onto our YouTube page. This is what it looks like. Click playlists and check that out. Living in the Lone Star Hidden Gems. So this will show you the segments that we've done so far. There are some that we haven't put on the air yet, so it's a little sneaky peeky here. If you wanted to watch some of them. These are also, they tend to be longer than the versions that go on air. Especially, I will direct you to the one about Rice University and the secrets built into the architecture. So I spent about 3 hours on campus exploring Rice with Greg Marshall, who is the community director of community relations. So knowledgeable about so much of this campus, and there's way too much to fit into the traditional maybe 2 minutes that we put on TV. So I would really encourage you to watch the YouTube versions as well, because you'll get a little extra in there. Danny, that's up in Dallas. Justin says that's a nice viewpoint. It really is. It really, really is. And then if you've never taken a photo, we call it stand-up park. So at Eleanor Tinsley, again on the westernmost side of the park, there's a pavilion there. And right next to the pavilion, the backdrop of downtown with the skyline, it's perfect. And so if you ever see like reporters coming into Houston to do national stories, but they're doing it, they're live or fronting it, we call it fronting it, here in Houston, and they're just looking for a generic Houston background, that is where they will go. So if you need pictures, you can make it a twofer. You go to Stand Up Park, the pavilion, get the skyline behind you, and then you walk like, I don't know, maybe half a block up to the Lovelock Bridge, and you can get even more pictures there. I do not have a lock on the bridge, although that is under discussion. Davina, you are so welcome. Ah, Chevy, yes, that is why we're doing these pieces. Chevy writes, I didn't know we had a Lovelock Bridge in Houston. There are so many places around the city that you might know about. I certainly didn't. I'm not a Houston native. I moved here about 7 years ago, so I've just been learning as I go. But even then, like Lucky Land, so many people I met had never heard of it, and now they're so excited to go see this place. And you really go watch it on YouTube. I could not get the smile off my face walking through there. It is just, the owner has so much joy. It's her passion project, and you can tell because she takes immaculate care of that place. Also, another great place if you want to take photos for Instagram or social media. There are all kinds of little nooks that are built specifically for that. Christine writes, nothing like Houston at sunset. Yeah, it's a pretty city. I don't feel like Houston gets enough credit for its skyline. I love it. I grew up in a little tiny nothing, like my hometown has a population of about 110, like total. So this is a big change. We have skyscrapers instead of cows, and I kind of dig it. I'm gonna hop off here now, but stick around for KHOU 11 News at 6. Watch my story about Lovelock Bridge, please, and then let me know where else I should check out. I mention it in the story, but my email is B as in Brandi Smith at KHOU.com. Super easy. You can also tag me on social media. I will admit I am not the best at checking my Facebook inbox. It gets a little spammy. So email, Instagram, probably the best ways to reach me. Monica keeps asking where it is. It's in Houston, on the eastern side of, the easternmost side of Eleanor Tinsley Park, just west of downtown. And all of this is coming up on KHOU 11 News at 6. You can also read more on KHOU.com, and you can always stream the rest of the hidden gem stories we've done so far. You can find those on our Roku app, on Fire TV, and on YouTube. Y'all have a wonderful night.